Welcome to ArtsTalk. I'm Bill Roberts.
And I'm Adora Okoye.
Adora kindly sitting in for us as our normal co-host Jen wasn't able to be here for this show. So welcome, Adora. And those of you may remember Adora as one of our street reporters.
Yes, filling in the hot seat.
Filling in the hot seat. How does it feel, that hot seat?
Feels pretty good.
Good. Did you Snapchat it?
We're going to get into that right now?
I just thought I would ask that.
Because I Snapchat. And some people in studio didn't know what Snapchat was.
It caused a little bit of a debate before we did this segment, for sure.
Should have had it on camera, but we didn't, right? But if somebody was snapping in here, then we would have it.
We would definitely have it. Anyway, welcome to the ArtsTalk show, Adora.
Thank you.
Here in the studio,
Thank
other than
you.
just being our reporter, which is obviously a very important thing for us as well. So what's new in Adora's life?
Just getting ready for Christmas. Isn't that crazy to say?
I know, it just feels like it's come up so early this year.
Right?
Yeah.
I have a friend that put up her Christmas tree already. The beginning of November.
There's a few people that have done that already. Doesn't take long.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But about you, you have an upcoming show called Seminar.
I do,
Tell everybody about it.
Yeah, we're in rehearsals right now for a show called Seminar, which runs December 14th to the 18th. A lot of fun, can be a great show, cast of 5. Quick little synopsis. 4 young writers decide to pay $5,000 each to be part of a writing seminar with this gentleman by the name of Leonard that I play, who's not actually a very nice man. So there's a lot of fun with the show. It is a comedy, a lot of romance and all sorts of fun stuff
I heard he's kind of on the edge.
He is a little bit on the edge. Yes, he is.
He's growing out your hair for it, too.
I was told to grow out my hair a bit for it, so that's what I'm doing. We've got a great show coming up today. We've got Mandy Eve Barnett, a local writer. So that'll be fun. And we have some community access producers that have a new show coming. So we're going to have them come on and tell us a little bit about the new show as well. So why don't we get to it? We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, everybody. Joining us here is Farai and Colleen, and they're upcoming producers.
Community access producers, I understand.
Yes, sir.
So you're here actually observing us doing the program because you've got a program that you're going to be working on with Shaw as well. So let's hear a little bit about it.
Yeah, our program is an infusion of the African diaspora issues. We come from a third world place, and this is a first world place, and we kind of come into the society unknowingly of how much we have to catch up, or we just don't know how much we are behind.
Okay.
So the African Diaspora Theatre Guild mixes or infuses things that can happen in the first world. Mostly we deal with social justice issues, and we kind of take them to the streets and find people with stories and things that has to do with their way up coming from such a background.
And what we are particularly interested in is the African diaspora, which includes Caribbeans, Africans, African Americans. We'd like to know more and begin a dialogue within the community about the African diaspora. It is my personal opinion that we're better off working together because our stories are sometimes interlinked. So yeah, we'd like to really be able to share the stories of the African diaspora, no matter whether you're from the Caribbean, African American, African. There's a common thread.
So it's a place where everybody can come and kind of watch what it's like to come to Canada, a different place, some of the aspects that happen with culture shock and all of those things, right?
Culture shock, ethnocentrism. We'd like to cover colorism. We'd like to cover discrimination in some ways. Various topics that various issues that people in the African diaspora community do face. And why we'd like to begin the dialogue is so that community organizations, for example, with refugee populations coming into the country quite a bit, or into Edmonton quite a bit, we'd like to begin that dialogue so that community organizations are better able to help with programming towards new immigrants that come into Edmonton from within the African diaspora.
Excellent. So this is your first kind of program, obviously, that you've ever put together, and you decided to bring it to Shaw and for Access Community Production. So how does that feel? Are you excited about actually having this opportunity to be able to have this venue to
It's a
get
great
that message
idea.
out?
Yeah, like it's a great idea because, like, I mean, this is a huge platform, and like it's actually like it's amazing for it to be a step, not like the first step. We have done some things like, but we've never been on air. We've just had shows and just record them, and if people want to see them, they actually have to come to our website. So with this access program, it makes it easy for for groups like us to find a platform where we can put our message across.
So will you be just to get an idea of what it's going to be like, is it going to be kind of you focus on like each show a story and kind of follow that family or individual, or how is it going to kind of play out?
Probably variety is best. That's probably what we're going to do, just mix it up. And at the end of the day, really what we want to talk about is like issues within the diaspora. For example, like within the African diaspora, certain issues that I guess, certain issues like hair. Your hair is different than my hair. We're both people of color, and what does that mean within the African diaspora community? Like, we like to focus on those types of things, the stories, those types of stories that begin a dialogue for everybody just to feel comfortable within their skin, and so that we create community dialogue. I feel like sometimes, I don't know, we also wanted to focus on particularly exclusion from the African diaspora community. Sometimes we find there's communities here, communities there, but I think that we have stories to share, all of us together. All of us.
It gives people an outlet to go to. If they have something to say, they know where to say it. So it sounds like it's going to be amazing. We look forward to it. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. You bet. We'll be right back. And we're back. I wanted to talk a little bit about a brand new segment that we're going to introduce to Arts Talk.
So
we're in our second season. We wanted to do some new things. So we've got a new segment that's going to be called Culture on the Road. And you know what's exciting about that is the fact that now we can go out across Alberta to small towns and talk to local artists, talk about their local culture, events that they may be having. So it gives us a chance to actually spread Arts Talk out across the province.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. And might be opportunity for Dora to come out on the road with us at times. And
Who's driving?
well, it won't be me. And
Jen's going to drive.
that way, when we're out doing Culture on the Road, whether we be in Drayton Valley, we're actually in talks with Jasper, Alberta right now with a bunch of their local artists. So we hope to be shooting a few segments there. We're in talks with an organization in Drayton Valley to look at some local culture there as well, and a few of the other cities around the province. So it's going to be exciting for us, for sure.
It's nice to be able to branch out, because there was a time when we couldn't do that.
We couldn't.
Right?
We
So
kept the
many
show
ideas
quite local. So to add it in this new segment is going to be a real boost for
Yeah.
Arts Talk and a boost for all of our artists around Alberta. And again, whatever genre that might be. So if you are watching the show, you can email us at artstalkedmonton@gmail.com if you would like to be part of Culture on the Road and you're from a town that is outside of Edmonton somewhere. Give us an email. We can have a discussion with you and see if we can do something.
We will drive to you.
And we will come to you. And if we're really good, Adora might even Snapchat with you if we're there.
I
so we
will,
get that
everything.
segment.
When we stop for food, everything.
We'll make sure we have that whole segment there for you. So a real exciting segment for sure. So beyond that, we also have a lot of events coming up here in Edmonton, Adora. So
We
coming
do.
up December 1st to the 3rd, we have 12th Night presented by Studio Theatre, which is at the Tim Centre for the Arts. The Bard's gender-bending comedy of mistaken identity and romantic ambition. That sounds like fun. For more information, you can contact the Tim Centre for the Arts. We also, of course, a tradition at Christmas here in the Edmonton area, Edmonton Singing Christmas Tree. So if you haven't ever had a chance to see it, you need to go see that. That is a real
I've
awesome
never seen it.
event. It's a choir. They set up in the shape of a Christmas tree, and it's a fantastic performance. They have special guests that come out. That is running December 15th to the 18th at the Northern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium. Great family event and great Christmas event. The Christmas tree that they build with the people is 35 feet tall with this huge choir in it, so that'll be fun. What have you got, Adora?
Okay, well, we have some movie stuff. Journey Towards Reconciliation. This is going on Thursday, December 15th, 7 to 9 p.m. And it's a deeply moving, honest documentary which gives an intimate look into the hearts and minds of a group of Indigenous youth. So that will be great, if you can catch that. Also, for the young little kids, we got Winter Art Break Camp. That's Tuesday, December 27th to Friday, December 30th. From 9 to 4 p.m. And this is a 4-day camp designed to connect students 6 to 12 with art and ideas. So,
awesome.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Excellent. Lots of fun stuff happening. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's always fun when we get a local author on the show. And so we've got Mandy Eve Barnett, who is actually originally from England, right, Mandy?
I am, thank you.
We figured out the accent, but she's local now. So we can call you an actual local author.
I'm officially a citizen, so.
Excellent. So first of all, Mandy, tell us a little bit why you even became a writer. What got you into being a writer?
I wanted something, I've always been creative, and I wanted something new to try. And I found a writing group about 2 years after I came to Canada, and they supported me and encouraged me. And in a very short space of time, I managed to publish my first book, and then that sort of snowballed into
Kept it going.
3 others. So I've now got 4 books published.
That's excellent. And so when did you come over to Canada?
2007.
So you've been here for a few years already.
Yes. Yeah.
What an accomplishment. You already have this many books, right?
Yeah, that's amazing.
I hadn't started writing until I came to Canada. So,
Wow.
yeah.
We inspired her to write.
Yes.
We did.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So you want to tell us a little bit about this book here?
Right, Clickety Click is my newest book. It's a young adult, so 11 years and up, and it's about a young girl who is orphaned, and she's taken from the orphanage by her guardians. What she doesn't know is that the guardians have a secret about who she is and what she is.
I'm assuming we have to buy the book to find out what the secret is.
Yes.
Just give away the secret?
Just making sure, maybe we could sneak it out.
Where does the name come in?
Right, Clickety Click actually refers to the sound that she hears, and she thinks there's something strange in the cottage that she's living in with her guardians, and every time she hears the noise, obviously it frightens her, but her guardians just dismiss it and say there's nothing anywhere, there's no sound, you're making it up. And then after a while, she finds out why she's hearing the noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
is
the
it a little
noise-
spooky?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, the noise actually heralds her changing into
Right.
something.
Okay.
So
As far as I'm going.
well, we don't want to give it all away.
Yeah, no,
We want
don't
everyone
give it
to
all
buy
away,
the
thank
book, of
you.
course. So how do you come up with these ideas, Mandy? Like they just...
Some are actually word prompts.
Okay.
I love word prompts. Actually Rumble, this is just a very small children's book. Rumble was actually a Halloween prompt. Instead of writing about the normal children getting scared by a monster, I've actually written it, Rumble, who's the monster, it's his viewpoint of going and scaring the children.
Okay.
So it's totally switched it around.
So I think he wants to know, where do you come up with, do you have a dream or something and you wake up like, I'm going to write a book about that?
Actually, one of my books was a dream.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is my imagination. I love the animal world, but I also love what we call a fairy realm in England. I don't know if you call it that here.
I don't
But
know
it's
what that is.
well, it's
not
fairies and elves and pixies.
Okay.
And so it's like the fairy realm is where they live. It's a magical place. So I like to put some magic in my books.
And obviously you seem to like to write toward the younger age group.
They've gradually got older,
Okay,
actually.
so you're working your way up in
but
age
yeah.
Nice.
So
Excellent. I'll be waiting for that.
yeah, Rumble is very small children. Ockleberries is bedtime reading, and also for independent readers. Clickety Click is 11 up, and the Rhython is actually an adult. So I've done the broad spectrum of books so far.
Right.
And where can people find your books?
My publisher has them all on their website. That's
Okay.
Dreamwrite Publishing.
Okay.
You can go to my blog and find links to every single one of my books.
Okay.
Some are e-books, so Clickety Click and the Rhython are e-books. You can get them on Smashwords and Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all the usual avenues. Yeah.
And also quickly, before we have to wrap up here, do you have any advice to give to any writers or upcoming writers?
I think the best thing is to just be confident in what you're writing. Don't think, okay, is it going to be good enough? Just write it,
Just write it.
and then find a support group that will help you with all the nitty-gritty, like the editing and grammar and plot arc and that sort of thing. Yeah.
And do you have any readings or anything coming up in the near future here before Christmas?
Actually, tomorrow I'm going to Jasper, to the Habitat of Arts, and we're having a book event there. And then the following day I've got a book event at the Snow Dome, which is in Jasper as well.
Excellent. So you've got lots coming up, Mandy.
I have.
And
I
any-
would just listen to her read the newspaper with an accent. I love it.
Thank you.
that would be great. And anything in the works that's kind of
I've got
just
4 manuscripts at the moment.
wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
They're all adult. They're all very different.
So all for adult age now.
Yes.
Oh, so we've really taken a jump from the
Yes, we
young kids,
have.
teens, right up to adults
Gone
now.
right up. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Mandy, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
Thank you
coming
so
on the
much.
show. We really appreciate it. Make sure you get out and look for Mandy's books. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
Well, I can't believe another show's gone past so quick, Adora.
Yeah, it was fun.
How did it feel? Again, you sat in the hot seat for the whole show, handled some interviews.
Felt good.
Yeah? Is it better being in the studio or actually being out as the streeter?
It's a tough one. I like both.
Yeah?
I like the energy of, being out and on the spot, but then hanging with you is so fun. So,
I had fun hanging with
it
you as
goes,
well,
it goes
Adora.
good both ways.
We had fun hanging with our crew. We
did. We had some fun in here.
We had some interesting discussions.
We did.
She doesn't even want to mention the fact that we did talk about Snapchat. Now that's the third time I think I've mentioned it in this show.
I think he's gonna get Snapchat. I think you are.
Oh, I already have it on my phone.
Oh.
I've just never used it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, I'm
maybe
gonna add you as a friend, and then.
Okay, you add me as a friend, and then I can watch all
Yeah.
your Snapchats. So, as we mentioned, it's getting close to Christmas, so our upcoming shows of Arts Talk will be Christmas shows, of course. So that will be fun. We get to maybe decorate up here a little bit. And what do? You mentioned something about doing crafts at Christmas.
I'm pretty crafty.
You are a
Yeah.
crafty person.
Yeah. So.
Something about making crackers.
Yeah.
That's crafty.
Yeah. Not crackers, the eating crackers, like the actual.
Popping
explosion
crackers.
Yeah.
Snapping.
We may make some stuff here. Let's just say that.
Snapping crackers.
Yeah. Snapping crackers.
Snapping crackers.
We'll snap crackers.
There you go. Well, maybe we'll have to have you back for that. I think for
Yeah,
the
I'd
Christmas
love
shows,
to.
we should have you on
That'd
for
be
sure.
great.
Well, thanks again, Adora, for sitting in for
Thanks
Jen.
for having me.
And it has been a blast. Another great show of Arts Talk. If you want to get a hold of us, artstalkedmonton@gmail.com. If you want to be a guest on the show, we'd love to have you on. If you've got an art that you do, if you're a writer, as we had today, get a hold of us. We would love to get in contact with you and have you on. Check out our website, artstalktv.com. We also have a Facebook page as well, so check us out and make sure you come watch the show. It's been a blast. We'll see
Thanks
you all
for
again.
watching.
Take care.